Yo, we are back in some hat action. And I think this will be the second part of 5 parts of hats. And we'll do a couple slower ones, and then we'll get into ones that are a little bit more fast-paced. Not fast-paced in a traditional sense, but like a lot of sleeping to make time go. And that's just kind of the nature of how this run works out, because we took care of all the really easy hats, which were the hat mouse hats, or most of them. I think we're still missing 2. And then now we just have to take care of tailoring hats, which are also mostly easy, aside from a couple little items that might mess us up, like the ostrich egg and like a blobfish I know is going to be kind of a toughie. And then the rest of them after that are like super RNG heavy ones. So that's the fiber hat, the garbage can hat, which is predictable RNG. There's the tiger slime hat, which we have a plan for that. And then there's the mushroom tree hat, which is also just RNG. So that's going to be a fun one. But for now we're like messing with tailoring, which is why I have this little chest set up, and I'm starting to get stuff pulled from my other chests to see what I have and what I need, and we're going to kind of go from there. We are still finishing up the key fruit quest. I think we have like 2 days left, and then we can kind of just be done with my only regret so far. Well, not my only regret, but one of them. And yeah, so we're just gonna make what's it called? Our fish pond again, because we need caviar for the tailoring. But in order to get caviar, we have to get a sturgeon, which we can either try to fish that up now with magic bait, or we can just wait 13 days and fish it up when it's in season in a higher chance. We also picked up the crop order for cauliflower, which I don't need to do, but the only reason I am doing it is because I still need quests, and if at some point somebody wants me to do one of every quest, I can already have a bunch checked off the list. So the next thing I'm going to do is, for like a one-off series, I'm going to do like a one decorating day. And I'm going to spin a wheel to see what I decorate. I think I said that last time, but still, that's what I'm going to do. And that's the plan. 5 total episodes of this, a one-off in between another longer series. And I haven't picked what the next, 4 or 5 episode series is going to be yet. So, aside from like making a couple little things that we have to make for the tailoring, we're still focusing on making kegs, kegging starfruit, and rhubarb, since we're out of starfruit, or will be soon. Just trying to make money still. We're still going to work slowly towards that money goal. After summer, we're probably going to start hanging on to wine a lot and not selling it until we have like one big day. You know what I mean? Like one big selling day. Just mostly because we need agriculturalists to grow our crops faster, and we don't really need money outside of starfruit seeds, and maybe that is it. I'm hoping by the end of this year I will have all of my ancient seeds ready. I want to have like 3,000 or 4,000 ready total, so I can fully plant Spring 1, and I can fully plant Ginger Island once we have our fiber finished up. And that might be a while. I think that's going to be the hardest grind, which you know that, and I know that. It's just, I'm like putting it off. I really don't want to do the fiber hat grind, but I think it'll go smoothly. It'll just take a little while. And in more like exciting news, well, it's not exciting. It's exciting for me because you guys can't feel it. But today was like one of the first days in a long time that we've had hoodie weather. Which for me, I don't know about you, but it is the best weather. When like you're perfectly comfortable in just like pants and a hoodie. Nothing else really matters as long as you have the hoodie on because you're like just warm enough. And that's what we had today, or this morning. It'll be warm today, and then it'll be like 100 degrees in a couple days. But this morning was great. It was so chilly. And yeah, I'm just kind of jazzed for fall. Oh, I think this might be our last run for hats in the Skull Caverns, aside from Omni Geodes. And we also got one of those Dark Void pendants, which is kind of crazy. That's a really rare drop. That's the first time I've actually ever seen it in all of my time playing Stardew, so that's kind of neat. What else are we doing? Oh, we gotta get married. Sorry, I'm like juggling back and forth between real life and this game, but I'm just really jazzed to be able to like wear hoodies again. I can't wait for like every day to be a hoodie day. As I'm going to Scotland in a couple weeks, let's say, something like that. And I think that'll be pretty much entirely hoodie weather, which will be cool. It'll be maybe rainy, I don't know, I've heard it kind of has a higher chance to rain sometimes in September. If you have any advice about that, I'm curious. I'm going up to northern Scotland, like the Highlands, for a little bit of time, just to hike mostly, I guess. I don't know, just for fun. It's kind of like a celebratory trip because I'm finally like medically cleared to go back for work. And yeah, I don't know, it'll be cool. This is a particularly rambly episode, but I think that's the direction we're leaning. It's not going to be like a hard and fast like guide style video. I just kind of like talking, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't care about the spring crops at all, so that's why I planted some ancient fruit down there, and that's why I generally neglect my farm a lot right now. I will eventually plant all parsnips and let them all die so that in summer I can do like the typical starfruit thing. But for now, I'm just kind of, messing with it. And we got the frog hat, which is an easy hat to get. You just gotta fish in that little dude's cave. And I think this is the last of our pressure nozzles, as well as a mushroom seed to get some more mushroom trees growing for that eventual farm. And then we got a horse flute, so we can summon our horse anytime we want. We got like most of the stuff we need from Mr. Key's little room. And then we need a lot of wood for kegs. I actually need like, I don't know, I'm gonna start hanging on to everything and just stockpiling stuff in the event of future challenges. I want to be able to have like a ton of items on standby in case I need to like do something really bizarre. So I'll probably start, moving my chests around a lot, getting like officially organized. Maybe next time, maybe later today. I don't know quite yet when I do that, but I will do that because I have stuff everywhere, and I have like a lot of underutilized space in my house, so I might as well start sorting a little bit better. I don't know why I said sorting so weird. But that's another plan, I guess. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. I know somebody mentioned like the linoleum floors in the kitchen, but I'm not going to change those because I like them. I like the floor. It reminds me of my childhood kitchen floor, which wasn't like that pattern, but it was a really disgusting linoleum floor with like brown cabinets and yellow cabinet tops, which there's a countertop is probably the real name for that. So I'm keeping that for a while until that decorating wheel rolls around to the kitchen, so we'll see when that happens. The kind of bummer about the kitchen is you can't really change the cabinets and the stove and stuff. You're only really able to like move fridges around. Not even like the main fridge, right? Like the little kitchenette station stays the same, so you're a little bit limited, but I think what I'll do with like the decorating wheel is I'll do like, if I land on a one room of my house, I'll spin again, because that won't take a full episode to decorate, you know? But if I land on like Cindersap Forest, that might be a different story, because I don't know how I'd go about doing that. That might be a challenge. I don't have any kind of like vision for any of the areas in the game. Maybe I do in some ways, but most of the time I don't. Oh, you know what else I want to do? Ooh, I want to do a lot of stuff. I want to move all my kegs, because I want to put them all in the desert instead of like that really windy path we have right here. Like I'm laying it out right now, which I know is like, it just isn't very quick to reload. But if I do vertical rows at the desert, I can load these things up a lot faster and more efficiently. I'll probably keep the bus stop like this, because that's about as efficient as it gets. And maybe I'll make the tunnel a little bit more efficient. But yeah, the desert I think is where we need to go next. And I want to get somewhere around like 1,000 kegs. That would be okay. And I will start clearing this forest completely just to turn it into mushrooms. My plan for the mushroom hat is to get all of these as mushrooms, like 50 mushroom trees, and then just bomb it, watch it all fall down. If the hat pops up good, if it doesn't, I'll reset and try again. That's like the current plan. And then the future plan, which I didn't decide until much later, but I'll say it now, is I'm going to do a slime hutch for the first time ever, and I'm going to do tiger slimes in the slime hutch, let them breed for like a month, and then I'll do the same thing of kill all of them, hope for a cool little hat, reset if I don't get it. That'll take I won't have to go to the volcano mines as often anymore if I do that. I'll just have to go once or twice to get 2 slime eggs, basically. And so that's the plan for that. Our fiber hat, or living hat rather, that plan is already in action. And that's just letting Ginger Island get overrun. We'll do a little bit of a path, and then we'll just mega bomb the whole thing. And if the living hat doesn't drop, we'll reset. That one will be a little bit longer because the drop rate is way lower, but it should only take me a couple real life hours, which will end up being about a minute for you watching, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then the garbage can hat, I think I decided I'm gonna have to change my seed, do dynamic seeding for it, because otherwise I have to sleep until year 8. That's like the only other option to get it, because as far as I understand, well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if any of like the really intensive like code diving folks watches me, but I think the garbage hat is based on your seed. And so if I don't have it in my seed until year 8, I just can't get it until year 8. And so if that's the case, I'll change my seed via the weird dynamic seed trick to sometime way sooner and get the garbage hat that way. And I think that'll round out all the difficult hats. I still have the elegant turban to get, which is by getting all the achievements, but that should happen pretty soon here as well, because the only achievements I need are polyculture, which is just planting everything or selling 15 of everything, every crop, and the other one is the 40 help wanted quests. I thought you had to have the full house achievement, which is like married with 2 kids, fully upgraded. But you actually don't have to, so I can skip that one entirely. So that's cool. So I do have a plan, as much as it may seem like I'm a little scattershot. And when I do enter the like big sleep phase, I'll still be doing like the normal wine once a week, replanting, once every 10 days or whatever, that kind of stuff. But it will just be much, much quicker because, 6 out of those 7 days, all I plan on doing is waking up, seed processing my ancient seeds. Ooh, this is a bad sound. Seed processing my ancient seeds, grabbing my jade, going back to sleep. So I probably won't show any of that because it'll be like a year of it. And then I'll stop in fall for the fair so I can get the fedora, which is my least favorite hat, I guess. And then I'll stop in wintertime because I need a blobfish as well as... Oh, what do I need? Oh, the cone hat from the night market, which I can't believe I didn't buy. Also, I know about this. The lava eel is much easier to get in the volcano. I forget every time. I fished for like 5 hours today trying to get that freaking hat, and I didn't do it. So later on I'll just go to the volcano. And then the rest of this part, I guess, this episode, I'm just gonna tailor up all the stuff I've been collecting. I got, oh yeah, I bought the mushroom seed to tailor it. I forgot about that. But yeah, I just gotta tailor all this stuff, and that'll add a ton of hats to our percentage. And I think we'll be sitting pretty close to... Like, we'll be at a good number by now, but our progress will, like, slow a lot afterwards. Those are the last 2 hat mouse hats I need. The chicken mask and the cowpoke hat, and technically the elegant turban. But those 3 will kind of all happen at once I complete that achievement. And then... What else do I have to do? Oh, I gotta make fish tacos at some point, because I have to craft a hat from that. But yeah, this is the list I pretty much just went through. Oh, the omnis, that will be a pain for sure. I don't know if I've already done it, but if I haven't, I need to switch my profession from blacksmith to the extra geode drop one. And I do have to go to the volcano a couple more times to get the deluxe pirate hat from a chest. As well as the ostrich egg, which will be a little bit of a thorn. And then tailoring, pizza is easy, a lava eel will be easy. Caviar requires a little bit of time. The pearl I can manipulate. Ostrich egg is painful, but I mean, overall we're sitting good. We just need a little bit of luck on our side and a little bit more patience. One of which I don't have a lot of. And the other, yeah. So we're at 69 out of 93 hats, which I think is pretty nice. And we're in a good spot. So I'll see you on Thursday for the next part.